I like this green, actually.
No, it's British racing green. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good color. I'm surprised it's in California.
The car itself is hideous.
Oh god, yeah. Welcome back to Character Select. Dave and Scout Cop's hideous car.
The officer, 211 just occurred at 253 Main Street. Unit to handle code 2.
Like if it's for the older cars, I like the as we said before, I like hood-up convertibles, and I like the boxy design ones, like those two, like the brown and the black car that just went by.
Yeah, okay. I can see that.
I think the old car aesthetic that I most like is the old arch wheels one, but that's
See, I like sleek styling. The oldest car that I actually like the styling on is the Lamborghini Countach.
That's fair. It's a very nice one too. But like that car right here on our left, I don't know why, I really dig that like weird like fucking car ledge going on, and the sharp bonnet that looks like it's made for murder.
You hit a man with that car, he'll feel it until the end of his life, which will be coming shortly. Oh fuck! Oops! We're good.
Take it easy, Phelps. I'd rather get there in one piece.
Fair.
You got a point, Biggs. It's fine.
Obviously, need to replace the whole ornament with the drill down.
Do you remember? Did they have the PT Cruiser in Britain?
Probably wouldn't have gone by that name.
Yeah. Look up the PT Cruiser.
It's
tell
a
me that's
Chrysler,
not
so
ugly.
probably not.
Yeah.
Oh, that's ugly.
It's so fucking ugly, right? They're like, oh, look at this throwback to the 40s. And I'm like, the 40s were hideous.
Yeah, no, I can't. I mean, Chrysler were never, like, fucking massive, UK side, but I think their cars have historically literally always been the most hideous things you've ever goddamn seen.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. Mr. John Cunningham, can I help you, gentlemen? We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Sawyer, down a bit.
Here they are. Stephens. The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these
Okay, what are you
promotions
hiding?
running at one time.
Immediately dodged
You're
a last,
a
didn't
lucky
he?
guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
No.
Yeah.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won.
Interesting.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. I just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but
Earned.
I mean, that's $500. I wouldn't be able to
Yeah,
drop
I
$500.
officially like Biggs more immediately after that.
I guess we go to the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yep.
Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Hey, catch it on, Biggs.
Great partners must think alike.
Nice little church on the left there.
See, when part of me thinks about, like, the element of circumstance, these two cases being immediately handed off to Cole under the knowledge that he is a good case man to be used,
Yeah.
it makes me feel like they know that something fucking fishy is up and no one's willing to say it. Like, whenever I see writing like that, because otherwise then you're leaving it to matters of circumstance entirely.
Well,
That might be the angle that they go on for this, because matters of circumstance have kind of put Phelps in a lot of the places where he's at originally.
I mean,
But it
when
would
you
be
think
kind of
about
nice if it were more premeditated.
when you think about it, I mean, he was partnered with Biggs. He's been disgraced. Biggs obviously just like, yeah, it's insurance or water heater explosion, whatever. So I think they expect Cole to just sit down and take it. You know?
I don't know, because again, like, he lent in, like, you're a good case man, though, and, you know, we use people like that. I mean, literally Mal pointed that shit out, too. He's like, well, it must actually be something.
I suppose.
I don't know, to me it seems like this could have been a premeditated decision, but at the same time it could just be the usual Phelps circumstance.
Yeah. And lest we forget, there's a lot of times that Phelps has seen things that weren't there, or so we thought, according to Homicide, right?
Yeah.
So,
Turn like a psychopath.
I try.
Elysian
Fields.
Fields.
Chicks, buy me a Coke.
Oh, okay, how much is a Coke for you?
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the suburban redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Alright, yeah, the guy wanted us to come back to him over it.
So, Leland Monroe is the guy that we've seen on all the posters for Elysian Fields throughout the city. He is a very, very, very rich man.
Yeah.
Meow. Meow.
So here's the question.
Sure.
Because it seems already imminently, and because we've played this game now for however many fucking sessions it is, they've immediately name-dropped the big bad here, Leland
Yes.
Monroe, and we've seen his name over everything. What does he himself personally get out of burning down houses and putting in a redevelopment?
We'll have to find out.
I was thinking more actually like mulling over those potentials more than just like, well, it'll happen and then eventually. If only just to play into the like, it would be nice to find out that I'm right.
So if he runs the Suburban Redevelopment Fund to get Elysian Fields, he's looking to get people out of their houses so that he can build them up and sell them for a lot of money. There's money, there's percentages all over it.
Biggs, you two investigating
That
the
would be
house
my
fire
guess.
on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
Is that the heater?
This the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
82747, okay.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion.
Okay.
Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
So I already saw this,
So I think we want to put this...
Nope.
No, hold on.
How is that going to hit the mosquito coil? There you go. Alright.
No, put that back, Cole. Cole, you put it back.
There you go. That's a boiler sending off steam outward. There you go, and that's the thing that has to explode. It's to fill with gas.
Needs to be next to the coil if it's going to ignite.
Yeah.
And then the valve, which should be doing its job.
Preventing it from
From
expanding
filling
the
up
room.
the gas.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Good, your
Easy peasy.
regulator's in position. Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say.
Okay.
Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
So, that one I already saw the image of those three aligned, but I also do know the Bunsen pressure theory.
Yeah.
Mostly because I very recently, well, I say very, like last month or two, watched a bunch of Mythbusters and they did the thing on heater valve explosions. And, you know, turned a water boiler into a rocket, quite literally.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going.
They were like, this here is the dumping valve. It stops basically
You know this Chapman
gas
character.
from collecting into an area and burning out the heater and making it explode when the pressure gets too
I
high.
got to fight for a lot of things. We
Oh,
don't really have any
almost hit the
credible
bus.
evidence to pursue with.
Oh yeah, my Leland Monroe theory.
Go for it.
See, percentages are a very, very legal income. And not only that, they're a business-tied income.
What do you mean percentages?
Like, you were saying, like, get land, build up, sell off land, plots, houses, etc. Like, just make profit generically. That's too legal. That's way too legal, the percentages game. I would say the money either is cut off non-profit so that you could just make it disappear, like clean a large amount of money using essentially a refurbished development program as just a fucking screen.
Right. Sorry, I just noticed a billboard here that I want to look at.
Sure.
Excuse me. The problem with that
blackmail.
theory is... Okay, blackmail is a good one. The charity thing, however, does not work. Because 501c3 organizations did not exist in the tax code at this time, I believe.
Well, more that the fund is just money that goes into a project, and if he does a shoddy project,
laundering.
he can make... Yes,
Laundering, yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm
yeah.
saying that the fund is the money source, not that that's how he makes the money itself disappear. He's just laundering it instead
Gotcha.
into housing. Because that would probably be like fucking. I would actually have to check up the house price in the 40s. Average LA house
Probably around $15,000
price,
to $20,000, I would think.
40s. The median home value was just fucking $3,000.
Oh. Shit.
But that's in the US itself. I'm after LA.
Remember that.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Racic. You should find him in his office.
Okay.
As the cannibals finished off eating the clown, one said, "Did that taste funny to you?"
Thank God that was a joke, buddy, because you started off pretty fucking dark.
You just cracked.
Yeah.
Where is Mr. Racic's office?
1940s.
Oh, fuck, we're on the radio? God damn it.
Do it again. I dare ya.
Oh, I wish I could afford that. New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
New glass-lined water heaters.
Lover boy.
Get back here and apologize.
Excuse you, random guy?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Would have been about 10,000.
Pressure regulator for
Okay,
the
yeah.
Model 70.
That's about right.
Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow.
Okay.
It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Okay.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
He got a little shifty-eyed there while he was doing that.
Do you want to lean in for an immediate doubt?
I do, actually.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these
Yeesh.
diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
You
Okay.
You were
Damn
meant
it.
to call in. You were meant to call in the fact that they were serviced, and they fucking went.
Wait, what? Okay, we got to go back and do that one again because I don't know what the hell I messed. I could have sworn.
You asked him about the heater service history, and he
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, everyone is totally accredited. They know exactly what they're doing." And then you tell him immediately that 2 of his people fucking goofed it, checked very recently, and they blew up.
Fair.
Hey! LAPD detective, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is
That caught me
Mr.
off guard,
Racic.
but you just dive right in like the easy
I mean,
ball.
I could have fucking sworn.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Yeah, it
God
was literally
damn it.
like, yeah, these see, like the question's title was even heater service history, and he's like, so these guys are accredited, they know what they're doing, and he was like, yep.
Detective Phelps and
Such
Biggs.
a lie.
Okay, well, at least we can skip
So
the
you're
first
telling
part
me
of
that
it.
this is not a manufacturing
Yes,
fault or service repair?
Bad cop and then
I
lie.
don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Also, I've just noticed that Biggs is an arson detective that smokes.
Yes, he is.
Are these
I mean, to be fair,
diaphragms
though,
prone
yeah,
to
probably.
failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
And now we just go.
I think you're lying, Racic. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, detective?
The
Maybe
name.
one of my guys who would have overlooked the whole
How about 2? Okay.
How about heater serviced by Ryan or Varley, I guess.
What about Reginald Barley?
You know about Varley.
Yes.
He's on the run for a divorce interstate. It's not so bad.
You in the habit of hiring criminals?
I'm sorry. That was not an answer I
I need
expected.
guys, detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
So we also know that the guy who
Get it
did
for
that
me.
is a bent criminal.
Yeah.
We probably
Very
weren't
interesting.
expecting that when we
There are a
went
dozen
in.
of them. Housing business is going crazy at the
The
moment.
word abbreviation is still long.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
Matthew
I
Ryan.
want to run it by R&I.
Reginald Varley.
Cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Like, we went in to lean on him for having, like, a bad faulty repairs. He's like, oh, you You know this dude's a criminal. I have to imagine that both Cole and Biggs were just like, rock hard. Like, oh, we got him so easy.
Operator, message
Man,
for
we found out that he's
KGPL.
hiring criminals too, which is not a crime, and it's not a bad thing either, by the way.
Well, no, because he even referred to him as literally on the run as well over an interstate. He's like, so I just hire him anyway, it's
If
cool.
any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Interesting.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone
That
else?
doesn't seem relevant.
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
Don't fly with her, dude. This is not the time.
Okay.
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Racic. Desperate times indeed. Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
Catalina, you say?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all
No,
my
no, that was good
He's
for the
got some
baddie.
lockers.
Yes, they do. But my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Yes, we do need a warrant.
But if you
Abs.
cave immediately, then ha ha ha, joke's on you. You just showed us.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Racic.
The moment he said Varley's a good guy, that's my bet. Oh, wait.
An anarchist essay.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
When ignorance reigns in society, disorder of the mind is a bit. Did V write this?
Ugh, too much for me. Hello.
What the fuck?
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Yep, same thing.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place. Don't we all?
Jesus. Just some pliers. Unless you can see murder blood on them. No, I guess not.
I mean, murder blood wouldn't be on an arson murder, right?
No, that was pretty damning. Alright, here's our boy,
Oh. Hey.
Ooh, wait, mosquito coil.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
The mosquito coils are a good arson item.
Yeah, as we've literally just had as our choice example.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Racic?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice.
All right.
Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
He said Varley's his boy. He's definitely Patty.
All right.
That's how it goes.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley.
Want me to look at their order?
If that hill won't buy me something nice, I'll find someone who...
Clemens, Varley, Ryan. All right. Next time on Character Select, we're gonna go interview some arsonists, or at least 2 anarchists. You know, whatever. Oh,
okay,
no,
yeah, looks like
something's
it's done in
happening.
that.
What the fuck? Sounds like someone is setting up another boom boom.
Yep.
And it doesn't help us because we have no idea who it is.
Yep.
Alright, next time on Character Select, we're gonna go try and find that guy.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it, and scow.
Watch out for anarchists, they love fire?
Apparently.